Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel, Just the Tip Nails. My name is Elise and I'm coming to you with another video, and it is collab time. We are partnering with Born Pretty to put together this video. I'm super excited. I don't quite remember what is in what products I selected, so this will be a surprise. But welcome if you are new, welcome back if you are returning. I really appreciate your time and your support. It means a lot to me. If you are not yet subscribed, I strongly encourage you to subscribe and be part of the family. We're all friends down here, so if you like nail stuff, accessories, charms, extensions, everything of that nature, then this is the place for you. So again, we are partnering with Born Pretty. My rep, June, contacted me not too long ago and suggested that we get together and do another video. And in preparation for this video, I purchased something which I'm really interested to try out. So if you are interested in seeing what I got and want to see what I put together for a set, stay tuned. Okay, so let's see what we got. I had mentioned that I had purchased something on my own. This is the 6-in-1 nail glue. If you've seen some of my previous Born Pretty videos, I have used their 8-in-1 builder gel. You can do so many different things with it, but this one specifically says that it's a nail glue for nail tips, but it's 6-in-1. We'll have to see what all it does. I imagine you can use it for a blooming gel, probably. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it says. Okay, so you can use it as a base gel, a nail strengthener, nail tips glue. You can use it as an extension gel, watercolor gel, which is another name for blooming gel, and a top coat. Wow, that's pretty cool. Also has this in here, the user manual, which goes over how to use it in the various different methods. So that's pretty cool. It's nice when you don't have to like just go to the website to check it out. When they have the instructions in the packaging itself. Okay, so that's what this is, and I bought it specifically for something that June sent me. That is the one thing that I know is in here. Let's see. Very well packaged. Oh yes. Oh boo. It looks like the tape came off with it. I wonder if I can get some if alcohol will take that off, and it will. Can't be messing up my bottle. I guess this is just plastic on the outside. Duh. Okay, so we'll start with, I'm gonna open all of these and I will be right back. Okay, so I have unwrapped everything and it looks like we have some jellies. This is Milky Jelly JN46. And it is a beautiful purple. And I will swatch these so we can get a better look at them outside of the bottle. We've got a green, which is kind of hard to see. And this is JN28 Ice Jelly. The other one was Milky Jelly, and this is another ice jelly. This is JN26. And a nice orange. That is pretty. Right, also we have the Watercolor Nail Gel, and again this is blooming gel. So we've got two types of, or two methods of doing blooming gel here. So that's pretty cool. And lastly, we've got the Born Pretty Nail Debonder, the quick removal, and I specifically got the 6-in-1 nail glue because it said that it worked really well with this debonder. And it's a press-on nail glue adhesive remover, immersion style, so it comes inside of a bottle. It usually has a sponge inside of there, and there is a solution. Okay, that was my husband. I swear to you guys, it never fails. As soon as I start filming a video, he just like busts in here, oblivious to the fact that I'm making a video. I guess I just need to have something on the door, but I fear that even if I were to do something like that, it wouldn't even matter. I don't think he would see it. Alright, so yeah, you can see in here there is a sponge and there is the debonder solution down inside there. The box also includes a cuticle stick, a plastic cuticle stick, and a pipette to kind of like when you pry the nail away from the nail bed, the extension, you can suck up some of the liquid and put it in between the nail and the nail bed. Okay, so that is that. So I thought what I would do is we're going to swatch the colors. I'm going to apply a nail tip to my nail using the 6-in-1 nail glue, and we are going to I'm gonna we're going to try and remove it with, see how long it takes to remove it with this nail debonder. And maybe demonstrate the watercolor nail gel effect. Alright, that sounds like a lot of stuff to do, and hopefully we have the time to do it. So what I'm going to do is start by swatching our colors. So let me change and get a, what do you call it, a dental bib down on my table, and we will begin. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I've got everything together. I say that, we'll see. We're gonna start off by swatching JN26 in the Ice Jelly series. And I am super excited to see what this looks like. This is your typical jelly orange, but it's so smooth. And I'm definitely going to do 2 coats of this. Let me see. That's what we are looking like with the 1 coat. Next, we're going to do JN28, which is the green in the Ice Jelly series. This is so pretty. These level out very nicely. And lastly, we have the purple, and this is from the Milky Jelly series, and this is JN46. And she is dark. And this one, it kind of looks blue, but it is in fact a purple. Okay, I'm going to bake these and do a second coat, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have the second coat and a top coat on, and this is what we are looking like with the orange, the green, and the purple, which is looking kind of like a blue, and it is kind of like a bluey purple. I'm trying to think of what color you would call that. Not indigo, but I don't know, it kind of reminds me of that. I think maybe it'd have to be a little bit more purpley. But in any case, it's a very pretty color. So I thought that I've got these two empty spots here. I thought that maybe we would put some blooming gel on there and kind of play around with that a little bit and see what it does. Well, I mean, I know what it does, but I've never used their blooming gel specifically before. It's a nice consistency. It's not too thick. Yeah, it's not just too thick, but it is not thin either, so it's going to hold on to the whatever gel you put it in. It won't just go immediately watery. It'll probably take a minute for the blooming effect to happen. But it's a good consistency. So let's see if we can, I've got a palette here and a liner brush. And let's just kind of drag some colors through here and see what happens. And I've never really done jelly with blooming gel before. Yeah, this is a little bit on the thicker side. But it works very nice. It's got a neat tie-dye effect. Alright, let's see if we can't do... Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a blooming gel. It does what it's supposed to do. And the effect would definitely be more apparent if I were using like your everyday gel polishes, your opaque polishes. But since I'm using the jellies and they're transparent, the effect isn't as dramatic, but it looks pretty. It'd be nice for like stained glass effect. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna bake these. And so I also wanted to try out this nail debonder, and so why don't I, oops, clear some of the stuff out of the way, and we will put on a nail using the 6-in-1 nail glue. And I know I have a nail around here somewhere. I shaped it and everything. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to use my index finger and I'm just going to apply this like I would a Gel X nail. And I think I chose a nail that was a little too big, but that's okay. So let me nuke this for 60 seconds and I will be right back. Okay, so I have my nail attached and it is on there very well, or very good. It's on there very good. And so in order to use this, it says gently create a gap at the edge of the nail tip. Insert finger into sponge for 3 to 5 seconds until the tip loosens. Then gently peel off the nail tip. Okay, so get my debonder ready. And I'm going to try and create a gap. Gently create a gap. All right. Alright, so I'm going to stick it in here for 3 to 5 seconds. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. Alright. Alright, well there it goes. The nail is as it should be. No damage. And I guess if I wanted to wear this press-on again, I could file a little bit along the inside of the nail and reapply it. So yeah, that was as it said it would work, that it did what it said it was gonna do. So that's pretty stinking cool. So yeah, if you are in the market for a new nail glue and debonder, check out Born Pretty. I know they have more than one type. This is the quick removal, 5 seconds. So yeah, check that out. So I think we will move on to the next phase of our journey and play around with the what do you call it? The watercolor nail gel, or the blooming gel. So let me clear some space and we will work on that. All right, my loves, I am back and this is what I came up with. I did a horizontal ombre on the pinky, middle, and thumb, and then I kind of did like a tricolor, I don't know, I just kind of dragged the polish down vertically, coming from above and below, but I will show you that process. I thought the ombre came out okay, and I was thinking this would be a neat background for like cemetery, like crosses and gravestones and stuff like that. I thought that was cute. And I didn't have time to do that, but an idea, I suppose. So we are going to be using that purple, green, and orange. And I'm going to start off by using the 6-in-1 nail glue as a base coat. I love these gels that are versatile, where you could do like multiple things with them. It's so convenient. So have you guys finished decorating for Halloween? If you do decorate, what kinds of things do you put up? I don't do a lot. I'll put up some lights in the bushes and then I'll cover that with that like fake cobweb stuff. I also have a life-size skeleton that has glowing eyes that I like to sit in the chair on my front porch. What else do I do? I also cover we've got a brick mailbox, and I cover that with cobwebs and giant spiders. But that's about it. And on Halloween night, I play spooky music and I sit outside and I pass out candy. That's if I'm not taking my son out. It's either my husband or myself that takes my son out. However, this year is going to be a little different. I think my son is going to be invited to a party, and I think they're going to go trick-or-treating in that particular neighborhood, which will be nice. Change from going to ours. But yeah, that's all I have planned for the season. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna let that bake for 60 seconds and then I will get back with you. Alright, I have applied my base coat. I'm gonna start by laying down my colors, and I'm gonna do all three of them at the same time, leaving a small gap in between the three colors. So I will put the purple at the cuticle. And then we've got green in the center. I'm going to put a little more purple in here. Okay, and what I did was on a palette I put a little bit of this blooming gel, the watercolor nail gel, and I'm just going to wet my brush with that and move the brush back and forth horizontally, mixing the colors. This is just how I ombre. There are several ways that you can do it. But I find that blooming gel helps mix the colors, I think. And before I start on the other side, I'm going to wipe off my brush. I know it's hard to see because these are jelly colors, but I feel like that also makes them a lot easier to blend than your typical solid opaque gels. So that's what that one is looking like. I'll do one more and then the other one I'll do off camera. And I'm going to do 2 coats. So I'll do the process twice. Lastly, we have the orange. Alright, dip in some blooming gel. Okay, there's that section. Wipe off my brush. All right. So I'm going to do the last nail on my own and do the second coat, and we'll come back in and we'll be ready for the index and the ring nail. So this is what we are looking like with our 2 coats of the ombre effect. Next, we are going to move on to the index and the ring finger, and I'm just going to lay down a base color with the orange. I'm only going to do 1 coat of this. I just love these jellies. Alright, I'm going to cook this. For 60 seconds. And I will be back with you. Okay, we are all baked. Maybe. Maybe some of you are baked. Who knows? I don't judge. Let's see. We're going to start with this ring finger. And I'm going to do like I did with the previous nails and paint green a third of the way up the nail. Okay, and then I'm going to paint the rest of the nail with the blooming gel. I'm just going to use a liner brush and I'm going to drag the green into the blooming gel. And I'm going to cure that. And we'll do the same for the index. As the green is lighter than the purple, it doesn't have as dramatic an effect when you drag it through the blooming gel. So it's really subtle. And I cure it right away because I want to be able to see the squiggly green line. So I don't want it to bloom all the way. Okay. Yeah, it's really hard to see. Maybe we can catch it with the purple. And again, I'm going to paint 2/3 of the nail with the blooming gel. clean off my brush. You can barely see it. And one more time with the index. Okay. Now we are done for the most part. I'm going to go back in with this 6-in-1 nail gel. It also acts as a top coat. You do have to wipe off the tacky layer though, but it says that it is also a glossy top coat. Yes. So we will try that out as well. All right. I'll bake that for 60 seconds and I will be back with you. All right, my lovelies, here is the final look. I don't know how I feel about them. The gels are great. They're beautiful. But the ombre, I don't know. it looks all right. Don't know if maybe I should have ordered the colors differently. I'm not sure. But what do you think? Would you wear these nails? I personally, I don't like for my nail bed to show through my nails. I feel like it ruins the aesthetic of it looking like your actual nail. And obviously it's not your actual nail, whose nails are like this. But yeah, so anyways, let's do a recap. These are the colors that we used, and they are perfect for Halloween: purple, orange, and green. And we also used the Watercolor Nail Gel, which is the blooming gel. And we had the nail debonder, and that worked really well. I was super surprised. And so that was sent to me by my rep June from Born Pretty. I'm so thankful for them collaborating with me again on another nail mission. And this is from my own collection, the 6-in-1 nail glue. This does a little bit of everything. We used it for a top coat and a base coat, but you can also use it as blooming gel as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what your favorite Halloween tradition is. I'm very interested in knowing how you guys decorate. And I hope you have an amazing week. Thank you so much for giving me your time and your attention. I really appreciate it. And to all the new subscribers, hey, I see you. Thank you so much. Take care, my lovelies. Have a great week.